I must have my hat. Whether you like it or not, I must have my hat.
Well, what you going to do? Come over the blooming...
I'm going to take it.
It's against the regulations.
Suppose I step over the line anyway.
No, I can't let you do that, mate.
This is my hat that I'm asking you to...
No, mate. Technically now, it's mine. Belongs to yours.
How do you figure that?
Well, it's over here. Look, I'm not allowed to talk on this blooming line.
Did you see me with the hat on?
Yeah, I thought you looked very nice in it. But you bunged it over here. You dropped it off your nut, and it's on the ground.
Well, that means that I lose my hat?
Well, I don't know if you lose it. I expect if it goes through the proper channels, you'll get it back in a few months.
What channels are you speaking of?
I don't know what channels. I'll give it to the man who puts it in the channels, and then you apply.
Look at all those animals passing across this line. And yet, we, the higher form of life here.
I can't talk.
Listen, you had better give me my hat.
Yes?
Yes, you better give me my hat.
Look, mate, it's on my side. I mean, if you...
It's my hat.
Well, I know, but if you try anything, boy, I mean, you come over here, and I'm afraid you're going to get...
I'm going to get what?
I'll have to blow it off or
You're
something.
not the only one that has guns. If you don't give me my hat, we are going to rumble. The snails and the birds crossing the line. So why can't I cross the line?
Well, I suppose it's evolution, mate.
My hat is still sitting down there.
That's what I say. It's been the survival of the fittest. I mean,
it doesn't have to be that way.
I mean, you know,
why does it have to be dog eat dog?
It's always been like that. From the word go.
You're a little off.
From the word go.
Dig what the dinosaur did.
Dinosaur?
The dinosaur. Do you know why he's extinct? Because he couldn't adapt himself. It came to the ice age, from getting cold. He couldn't adapt himself to the cold.
He caught a cold.
And split.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose it's the same.
So we have to adapt ourselves to living here with one another because we'll become extinct ourselves. You've heard of the parameciums. The phrase one cell.
One cell?
Yes,
what?
One cell.
A para what?
Paramecium, yes.
Paramecium, yeah.
But they pile up and vertical piles to get the better water.
Well, why didn't you get a few of your mates to pile up their hats or something?
What do you mean pile up my hat?
Well, what you talking about?
That is my hat. I'm speaking of people getting along. Why can't people be like animals?
Well, people are like animals. I mean...
Yeah, but I'm not speaking of the carnivorous animal. I'm speaking of, why can't there be something like the sea bass?
No, you're trying to sidetrack me, you know.
No, I'm not trying to sidetrack you at all.
No, really.
They had some sea bass in a tank with some weeds there, and they would attack one another and fight and fight and fight. But they removed the weeds, and then they stopped fighting. When human beings can't adapt themselves to...
Well, I can't adapt myself to this hat being over here. I mean...
Why are you so anti-me?
Well, I'm not anti-you.
Yes, you are.
No.
Well, why can't I get my hat? Tell me that.
No, look, I mean, it's a...
Now, listen.
Respectfully regarding your sea bass and dinosaurs, there's people on top of me, boy, like the old para-whatnots. You know, if they sit on top of each other socially, mate, somebody's sitting on me anti-socially, and I can't do nothing about it. I mean...
What do you think about the moon?
Well, I think about the moon?
Yeah, what do you think about the moon?
Well, it's a bit of a daft question, isn't it? What do I think about the moon?
You think the same thing? They're going to draw a line up there, too?
Oh, once they get up there, there'll be so many lines, mate, that you won't be able to move a foot. Oh.
Oh, son of a... And I'm hungry, too.
Do you fancy a meal?
I'll get some twigs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being at home right now. You know, we used to have duck on a Sunday. Never used to be as fresh as this, mind you. But we used to have duck on Sunday. Monday we used to have sausages. Tuesday lamb chops. Wednesday we used to have what was left over from Sunday. Cold. Very dry, very dry.
You have children?
Yeah, I've got a boy and a girl and a small baby.
Would you like to see one of mine?
Yeah.
Well, this is my youngest one.
Is he in a sort of a bathtub
or something?
Marvellous. He's a nice looking boy. Is it a boy or is it a girl? I can't...
It's a boy.
Oh, yeah. He's got very long hair for a boy, really, isn't he? Yeah.
I'm getting homesick. You know, humans haven't been fighting, but say 20,000 years.
Well, that's quite a long time, isn't it? That's a few rounds, isn't it?
Man lived together in peace all for many, many thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah, and then they start killing each other again.
Getting back to my hat, what do you think about BC, the Egyptians? The Egyptians, you know why they lost? Why their civilization collapsed?
Why is that?
Because of the lines.
You know that's not true.
It's true.
Nah.
It's true. There was a great city on the west bank of the Nile in Africa called Kush. You know what crumbled that? Kush? They weren't thinking worldly.
If I was born BC, I'd be thinking pretty small, I should think. When you lived in a village, you thought of the village. When you
but everybody wants to think big. Why should you think?
I read a little book once. History of the World, it was called. It was in 5 pages. Didn't go into much detail, of course, about the Greek city-states. Apparently, these places didn't survive because the states couldn't get together, because they couldn't come to an agreement.
That's what I said.
Towns like Athens and...
Oh, they were always fighting one another.
Yeah, but
fighting one another within the line. So what do you think they're going to do when someone is outside the line? They're going to rumble until the end of time.
People put lines around themselves to protect their property, to
But
protect
wait a minute,
themselves.
their
It's a
property.
weapon.
Wait a minute. Why do we think that we can survive when these other Greek civilizations didn't?
You had the Roman Empire, didn't you? Went to pieces, went completely to pieces. You've got all them people fighting each other to keep alive. You got the Chinese bit. And then you had the barbarians, didn't you? You had those, well, of course, that was
Well, what do you think about?
Because you had those feudal states. You had the
Well, what do you think about
kingdoms? But even when you came to the democratic states, I mean, you put the sovereignty in the hands of the people. You still.
What do you think started the First World War? Lines. Each one coveted what the other one had over his other side of his line.
It's, I mean, you got World War I, you got World War II, and then you had the atom bomb. I mean,
wait a minute now, stop right there. Wait a minute, hold it right there. You have atom bomb.
I want to hold it right there, but I don't think anybody else.
All that's got to go out the window now. War to settle disputes now is obsolete. And so first thing we got to do is do away with war. So what's the first thing you do with war?
Well, you disarm.
Disarm, yes. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Be delightful.
No, it'd be marvelous. It'd be marvelous. But what happens if you disarm? I mean, I'm out of a job for a start, and so are you. What do you do? I mean, what happens to me? I mean, I don't like this sort of job, you know. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they can make this gun out of wax.
If it should start now with this bomb, June, so we must make an agreement that's binding on everybody, little, big, medium.
Disarm? Well, yeah. As far as I can tell, you need a lawyer.
My hat is still sitting out there.
You need a lawyer.
Look at my hat. My hat is still sitting out there.
Go and call your lawyer.
Atrocious.
Are they?
We are two men, right?
Well, as far as I can tell, yeah.
And we have minds of our own, right?
Well,
do we have minds of our own? Are we robots?
Well, me and you.
I tell you, yeah. You step on my side and I step up on your side.
I couldn't do that, no. What, you mean swap over?
Yes.
What, just for a minute?
Step over my side and I step over your side.
What?
And we might like it.
Hey, no, wait a minute.
We might like it.
You're trying to trick me now, I can tell.
Suppose you were to send one of your children over into my territory. Would that child belong to me?
I wouldn't send a child of mine over this line. I couldn't.
Suppose we just eliminate that line altogether.
I want to eliminate your flipping hat.
What do you mean by that statement?
Look, I'm standing here on this line in the perishing cold, looking after your ruddy hat, which I don't want.
Well, why can't you just pick it up and give it back to me?
You know, it's not the line that's the trouble, is it? I mean, it's not the line itself. There's a little line round my town at home, there's a little line round the county, there's a little line round... Look, the thing is, you see, there's no law, you see, that's the thing. There's no It's nobody to say, no, you can't do this. Who's going to tell a country to stop doing something?
But everybody should give up just a little bit to survive the one big thing, to be sure that we the whole world has a stake in it.
I mean, I like pea soup. You probably don't like it at all. But there's no reason why we should go to war on that. I mean...
Yeah, I like kipper.
Yeah, well, I like kipper too.
I like kipper. Well, that's an agreement right there.
That's a point of agreement. Well, it's the first one, you see.
Yes. Suppose I didn't like kipper.
Well,
suppose I didn't. Now, what would you do about that?
Well, I wouldn't hold it against you. I mean, I'm very conservative, really. I mean, I never wear a brown suit. People say, they say, George, I've never seen you in brown. I've never seen you in brown. I say, well, it's something I can't help. But I mean, I'm sure it's something I could grow out of.
You wouldn't begrudge me the fact of wearing a white one, would you?
No, I think it was charming. You can have your kippers and your white suit, but you know it's going to take a lot of work. I mean, you think of something like an international police force. No, that's going to be very tricky, because it's going to be. Well, you've got a judicial system in cities, but you've got to have a judicial system for the continents. You've got to have...
There must be some way that we can eliminate this suspicion of man against man.
Yeah, there's too much to be gained from...
Well, they would have to be some kind of an authority. There's no other alternative.